today we're with the McGuire Bros, and my brother is going to teach you how to build a normal starter home, and he is almost a pro. So I've got all this land built up, all and ready. It is ready to be built on. It's been worked a long time to build it, but this is how you start your home. First, you start your home by planting it with torches. Build which path you want from the torches. Build your surrounding and everything with your torches. Once your torch surrounding is finished, figure out where you're going to have your door. After you have all your torches figured out, you'll be nice and ready. You need to first just have the torches path nice layout and make sure they connect somewhere. If you build a starter home, there are many things you want to do in it. So you leave one thing open. You see your thing and you know that's how many blocks you got. And then you break 3 blocks in an open space without a torch. Place some blocks like that. Then you place your door. So then you know that's how we're going to do it. And then you go, and while you're going through, you break the torches and place them with oak planks. And after you do that, you have to do another layer and then another. After all those layers after there's at least 4 or 5 layers are complete, you can move on to the next step. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to break all these torches up and replacing them with some wood planks. But you can mess up too. I can mess up too any second. I can mess up by breaking the block, not the torches. But I would still get an extra torch, and it would be, then I would have to replace it with thing. It would be a little bit sturdier, but not that much. Just be more to replace after it would be burnt, if it would be. So after you have all of your torches, and after you think you have almost half, you check your work. And then you see how far you've already done. And then you just keep doing it and doing it. Because of how you're building it, it takes kind of a while. But if you can focus hard, there's a lot of different types of things to do. Like if we were like, so if you were to be building this, like if I were survival right now, this would probably be pretty hard. Do a little bit smaller plan if you're doing it. Like, this is my basic world, like my super world, so I have a lot of different types of things on it. That's how I'm planning to build a pretty big house. But you guys don't need to build a big house. All you need to build as ever as you want. Just build as big as you want, and nothing can stop you. And nothing can beat the dream of you having the home. The home is pretty sturdy, and it's made out of wood, and you can use any material. I came up with this way because I thought it was not that fast, but you're taking your time, and it can end up as a very nice and beautiful house. I have all the materials because I took my time in this creative mod, and I found them and got them. And they took kind of a long time to make. in like survival, you have to get a lot of wood if you're gonna build a house like this big. It'd actually be probably maybe even a world record if you could build something like this in survival. If you check over here, you could see my big mansion over there. Yeah, that took me a while, but this, so now we just finished our basic step. Then we continue to the second layer. This one will go quicker because it's easier because I don't have to destroy the torches. Since there's so much things to do in your house after the basic wall has been created, there's a lot of things you need to do. Probably after I finish this, we're gonna have to place some torches inside your home so there's nothing to do. So it's bright when you're finishing the last layer. So look at that. I just finished it, so that means we would go to the walls and place torches. You place the torches, you just keep going one by one and one by one and one by one and one by one. By one and one by one and one by one and one by one and one by one until every single one has been covered. So then your house is as bright as a diamond. And after that's complete, you do a second layer. But you have to cover up that door so nobody can get in. So there's not a big hole in your door. Don't think that would look that nice. You're just building a big old wall so you can protect from things. Like mine's already 2-story. That means that it's going to be harder for an enemy or monster to get in. Like if you're in survival right now, trying to watch this and figure it out, you could just build stairs like this, hop up, get on the thing, and then just boop, boop, boop. That's an easy way to do it. But I like creative because you have every single block and you can just build whatever you want and you're super creative. So after your third layer is complete, you plan what you're gonna do. It's like what I plan.
Or sometimes you could just make your third thing and just cover it up.
Like if I would say this, if I could look at this, it kind of looks like something. I don't exactly know what it looks like, but it's kind of cool shapes. Like you can make really cool shapes or even like big statues or letters or stuff with these. But then you try to plan it. Like what I plan is I will cover up the whole thing and make it wood flooring. I'll have a bedroom and stuff like that. And a big old living room with some couches, and those will be fun to have, and I can hang out in this one.
And in another video, you will actually learn how to build some couches.
Yeah. So after this is complete, we'll be done waiting for all that type of stuff, so we don't have to worry about that building right now. But it's very careful. You need to take it very carefully and not too hard because you need to plan everything. Like if I could predict, I would go 1, 2, 3, and if there's one more, that means we're time for the roof. My style is to put a big line across like this, like a giant line across like this, and a big line across like this, and then another big line, and then another, kind of like a real construction site. You have your big things, and you're more and more and more, and then once there's so many lines, you can just fill them in really quick. That's what I like to do because I can build my house quickly, and there's a lot of room already built. I can just cover that in because it's already done. And then I can have that and that and this, and like that. Already got pretty much everything done, and then we can have like that, and that, and that, and have a big old line like this, there, and we're gonna have a giant line like that, and a line like that, and one like that, and that, and that, and that, and then see how it has so all these holes in here. Then you can smack these in, and you can start filling in the holes. And that took a while, but eventually we'll have the whole house complete. But then it takes a while to break open that flooring, because then we'll have to like break up open all that green and put in some nice, all good tile. But I'm trying to build this house so I could have an extra one next to that one. That's pretty big right there. KKK. And we have like that, and that, and that, and that. If you have your own strategy, that's pretty good, but this is my strategy. If you want to try this one, go ahead. It's pretty fun, and it can make you work a little bit faster, but the lines it takes a lot of blocks. If you don't like spending blocks, I don't think building a house like this was good for you. And over there, let's see here. Looks like it's all complete. Every hole is finished. Then I can do some speed. Do it. Yes. Let's do it. Boop, boop, boop. Boopity boop, boop, boop. And then I can just do it. Boop, 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 boop. Just take some and just boop, boop. Have a nice yard with some lava. Nice lard, lava, and da-da-da-da-da. Alright, and then there we go. Nice little passageway. We can have some torches like that. And boom, boom. Then we get in our house and we can zoom around it. Aw, come on. Should I have my flashing gun? Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, whatever. And then, after this is complete, because now it's dark out and all that type of stuff. Next step is to break every single block. I don't really think we're going to need flying anymore. You know what? Who even needs these seeds? Well, I can just put these seeds. Oh shoot, I just broke down the door. Goodbye, seeds. Take our fan, we have a nice little path. The old-fashioned fist, huh? The old-fashioned fist. The old-fashioned fist right here. A couple builds to everybody completed. I see those controllers in the back. This is going to be a build for me. Pretty big one too. This is my first one. If you're trying to build a really nice house and take your time on it, this might give you some tips, but maybe not the whole thing. If you could try to do like the exact same design as this one, that'd be really cool, because then you would have like everything kind of like me. I wonder what this is. Glittery, what in the world? It's another antenna I make. You like I love those. Okay. And okay, we just try to just fit that in real quick. If that goes across that whole floor, that'll be a problem. It does. And nothing to worry about. maybe I should worry about one little thing. If that's like really something else, that would be a problem. You just destroy all that dumb stuff right there and there and there. Once you have all that grass, that'll take me forever to do. You know, once that's all complete. You want to try the lines with this too. It's harder because they're in the ground and you have to like break it. I'm really good at breaking. Let me find my master pickaxe with me right now. The pickaxe is pretty strong. It can do a lot of different kinds of damages and all that type of stuff. Pretty good pickaxe. I cooked it up in my lab. But yep. Yeah. This should help people. If you're already a good player with Minecraft, you should already know this. But if you're starters, this is probably a perfect plan to try on survival or even creative. Can I use my super speed? Why in the world do these just keep appearing? There's literally a line literally across.
Yes, kind of interesting.
Yeah.
We weren't planning this.
Yeah, I was not planning that either. I'm gonna have to study that soon. If it leads to something, maybe. If that leads to something pretty well, that would be pretty amazing. Maybe someone could maybe study it or break some open the floor and look at it a little bit more, but just kind of cover it like that and boo. So looks like I have the whole thing done like there. There. Now we gotta fill in the floor. Let's probably start right here. Some nice green dumb flooring. Some nice flooring. Nice and perfect and nice and perfect again and perfect again. And if your house is like this, you should be pretty well, and you will have videos about that. And you'll have a lot of different types of things. And about the game, if you would, I don't really know what that big line was all about too. If you want to see if you could try to find one of those in your own world, if you're like a pro and you're watching this, go ahead and see if you can find one. If you could find anything like that, I think that would be pretty cool. Because I have no idea what that is, and I'm just going to try to figure that out someday. Yeah. Almost done, so I can move on to something else. Something more fun than just placing wood. It's actually kind of cool placing flooring down, kind of like in real life. And fun, just boop, 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 boop. It's kind of how cool it is, how you're just doing it really fast and you're just like, I'm a champion. Boop, 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 boop. It's really cool, but and we're almost done. I don't know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Alright. This is a really long video. Don't know what I'm doing. Alright, let's put a bed in the corner if it's, that's really morning? Oh, it actually is morning. So, yep. Let's start the next step. The next step is to outside the outline. This is how you do it. You would do this. You would do the one block that's right before it.
This is just a little extra if you want to add on to your own house.
Yeah, this is an extra piece. I'm just going to show you how to do it if you want a really nice, fancy little house. Yeah. It takes more wood, a lot more wood actually. It just makes your house look a little bit more like style. You have your own little style. I don't really know if I've ever actually tried doing. I've done like houses like this, but I don't actually know if I've ever done something this big. I'm making the video so I could just show people how to just make houses kind of like this and show them how to do this. And if you've already watched the video and your friends want to know how to do something like this, have the triangle roof, you could fast forward to this part And there you go. You're watching me do it. And you really have nothing to worry about. This is hard. Like, it's not really hard. It just takes time. A lot of time. That's good because you're taking your time and you're taking what you need to do. And if this is this big, I could probably build up an attic somewhere in this house. Or I'll probably do another video about basements too if you want to know how to do a basement. This will probably be my dummy house. I'll probably do an upstairs with this soon, and then I'll do a video of that so you guys can see how to do those. Actually, looks like that could be actually maybe done. Maybe we could just cross it off. We could just like that. No, we have to move it up. Move it up. Oh, come on. And we just do this and this and yeah, it takes a while to do these things. I also just want to just get this done. Like I could just place the first block and it's all done.
Well, it seems like I'm just gonna make people, if they're bored, just doing this.
If you have a small house and you're waiting for me to do this, I think you know how to do the rest and just go ahead. If you're farther than me, I guess, but if you're doing it, I guess, I don't know. But if you're just trying to build it, and you've already finished because you have a smaller house in it, do what he's doing. I don't know what he is doing. At all. I'm not kidding, I really don't. Whatever he's doing is stupid and dumb, and I have no idea what he's doing. I'm not kidding. I really don't know. Never planned it. Like at all. Now, let's break it. Okay. Please tell me you're not doing this. We're just trying to build a house and I want to be done now. Just trying to be done now, but I can't. Because I can't. Yeah. Yeah, if you're really waiting for me, just go ahead and do it. These are just, you don't even have to watch the whole video. You could just fast forward to parts that you want to see and just do. Like if you're trying to build your own house, pretty fancy, nice home, I would suggest looking at this. I'm not trying to brag how good I am. I'm just saying, like, if you really wanted to try to build a really cool house, I think this could really help you. Now we add the stairs. These will help your thing look like more like a roof. You just put them on and you can walk up these really easily in Minecraft. I've actually been talking about making these like on my mansion. There'll be another video about the mansion too. I built that one a while. That was a long time ago when I built the mansion. But it was nice and fine when I do. I built the mansion so I could have a nice big open place I could hang out. And these are not working how it should work out right now.
But you can just take your time and do it how he's teaching you.
If you want to get ideas from the mansion, I will make a video about that mansion too. I don't really have that much history with it, but there is some types of history about it. Like, my brother's the one who kind of started it. You started it. Kind of. Because I got jealous of you because I created you with a super house, and then I got jealous, and then then you created, and then I got jealous. I made this world. I created that. So you're adding on to it and adding on to it, and then finally built it. Yep. Just saying that this is a pretty nice house. If you check it, it's really nice because there's really nothing you should worry about because the roof is really complete. And oh wait, forgot, if I have done this, I can't do a upstairs. You know what? I could probably just do an upstairs in a different house. I could just build one in the gym because it. And okay, and yep, but this is it's a big home, but it's not exactly a big home. I would say if I would see something like this in survival, I would call that impressive. Because it's not that usual if you can get like 5,000 blocks in survival.
That'll be like more than 64. If I'm trying to build a house with 64 blocks, but
if you're trying to build this with 64 blocks, you're going to need to have more than 64 blocks. Like probably maybe even have like a whole large chest with 64 blocks.
Because when I was trying to build a 64 house, I actually never ever really finished it because I always didn't have 64 blocks. 64 wasn't enough. So I never tried doing it. It's just a dumb idea. And I'm on survival. So I like some more survival videos.
But if you really want to build a house like this, just take little parts of this video and just do little things. If you think the video is kind of boring, just it's fine because this is my first one too. I'm not a good player, but I've done things.
Well, if you ever get boring, just look at me. I'm just doing fun things.
Yep, definitely is. Now is not part of the plan. So I think I finished it. So like this. I've just finished this. Now we can work on the inside. Now it's time for the inside. Go inside.
Is that our next video?
Then we go inside our home.
Should the inside be our next video?
Sure.
So guys,
we'll have
the video's over, and today you learned how to build a really good home.
But and next time there's going to be another video of the same house, and it'll be about me putting in all these cool types of little details, like even an animal pen. So you guys should sure check in with that one, and we'll see you guys later.
There's more videos coming. Bye.